So we just got our first official full trailer for Supergirl, and I absolutely loved it. I think it did very similar to the teaser, but it gave us a little bit more and gave us a little bit more of a feel for these characters. Now, just starting from the top, Clark, I love to see you. Welcome back. I absolutely love David Cornswell as Superman. I think he's just got the perfect farm boy Clark Kent energy, the way he cares about his cousin, and I just can't wait to see more of him. I don't think he's obviously going to be much more in this movie, but I'm hoping maybe we'll get something towards the end. And that kind of snippet with Clark kind of ends with him saying, "I'm worried you won't find your people," which is very him, but also it kind of takes us straight over to her to see the polar opposite and how she feels about that statement, which is obviously her replying with, "I have no people." Because as many of you, I'm sure, are going to know, obviously she lost her people at a lot older age than Clark did, so she remembers them. She's not really ready to just move on and forget everybody, and maybe that's why she's so distant, not only from Clark, but from everything. She doesn't really want to stay on Earth or anywhere for too long, and I think that's completely understandable. A lot of people think that she should just be like Clark, but she's had a lot harder of a life than he has, so I kind of completely understand the depression and the angst. Moving on to another character, Ruthie. Now, I don't think we've had enough of this character to really get like a major feel for her. We've heard like a proper amount of talking from her in this version. I really like the decision for the accent. That's kind of how I read it as well, so I think that's perfect. That character kind of, don't get me wrong, is very endearing and you like her the whole way through, but the main interesting parts are towards the end, and if you know, you know. Now, moving on to another main character, that of course is Lobo. Now, we got to actually hear him talk in this, and I love it. I love Lobo, love Jason Momoa, love the character, love the energy. However, I will say, talking not ruined it for me, but was my one gripe. I feel like Lobo should have not quite a bizarro level of language. Like, he shouldn't be dumb, but he shouldn't be speaking as well as he did in this trailer. Now, I'm fine with it, and I'm sure I will love it after watching the film. But yeah, I was just expecting a bit more like a frat boy talk. I don't know if that makes sense to a lot of people or if that's just me. Yeah, definitely love Lobo's energy. That scene towards the end where he is swinging his weapon around while screaming, absolutely loved it. Obviously, yes, very Jason Momoa, very Aquaman, but very, very Lobo, and I love it. I'm glad that he's finally getting to bring this character to life.